Boys and girls, we are back with another brand new video. Today we're going to be putting the nail on the coffin to the Logan, the scammer Paul controversy that has been going on this whole time. So Logan Paul finally apologized. It took 3 videos for him to finally apologize. So today we're going to be going over the CoffeeZilla response to his apology. I don't think that Logan will ever respond to this again. I think he just wants this to be over with. I don't think he is going to respond to this CoffeeZilla video, and we're just going to have to wait and see on what happens. I'm sure CoffeeZilla will do another update because so I guess Logan Paul promised to give $1.3 million back to the people that got scammed. He's also working on the Crypto Zoo game still, so I'm sure CoffeeZilla will cover it if it even comes out, if he continues and delivers a project. But I don't think Logan will say anything else. He's just gonna play it off, play it cool. So yeah, today we're gonna put the nail on the coffin finally. This is probably the last part of the Logan Paul the scammer saga. Okay, so let's go ahead and jump into the CoffeeZilla response video. Yeah, there you go. My Twitter is including a 1.3 million reward program for disappointed players. Thank you, CoffeeZilla. I like how you tags CoffeeZilla. Like, bro, come on. Like, look, I'm doing something here. Come on, man.
Paul apologized. CoffeeZilla, you're slimiest. He is a lopsided journalist with an agenda, more like an internet criminal.
Oops, wrong video. That was the first response. He actually apologized in another response.
It's like a little gnat. It's like a little annoying gnat. It bothers me. The defamation lawsuit, that is happening because this is wrong. This is wrong.
Hold on, wait a second. That's not it either. Turns out it's actually on his secondary channel. That's why I couldn't find it. It's entitled...
I like how he posted like full, highly edited, full responses of what he actually thought of CoffeeZilla on his main channel and his main podcast channel. And then on his second channel, he posted like a vertical video, like him just recording it off his phone, one take, 2 minutes long, not edited, low quality, on his second channel. It kind of makes you wonder if he's genuine about the apology or is he just tired of all of the crap that he's getting.
CoffeeZilla. It's the third response from Logan Paul, and it's a pretty big change in Logan's attitude so far. So let's see what he has to say to us.
CoffeeZilla is not a criminal.
Oh, that's a relief. I thought Logan was going to hire me.
I thought he... I was going to reply to that. Let's hear that again. What did he say?
To say to us.
CoffeeZilla is not a criminal.
Oh, that's a relief. I thought Logan was going to hire me. But in all seriousness, this video does have some major admissions in it I want to go through. For one, Logan apologizes to me.
I called him. I apologized. My initial response to his series was that of fire and ego.
Not only that, Logan also pledges a $1.3 million refund plan for people who bought his NFTs.
I am personally committing 1,000 ETH to this, which is about $1.3 million.
In addition to that, he also promises to finish Crypto Zoo, which was left abandoned.
And then step 3, obviously finish and deliver the game as outlined in the white paper.
Now, I'll be honest, this is a big change.
I feel like if he does end up finishing the game and puts it out for people to buy and sell their eggs or whatever, people still wouldn't, because they're going to associate the Crypto Zoo. They're going to see, if they ever Google, what is Crypto Zoo? I'm sure they're going to get all of these videos that say that it's a scam. And I don't think Logan will get a lot of new investors or people even caring about this project after he delivers it. He did say he was going to deliver it 2023, 2024. Who knows? I think by then he probably hopes that all of this is blown out of the water and people forget of the scam that this was. But the people that don't know, and maybe they're like, oh, let me just look into what Crypto Zoo is, and they're gonna see all of these videos and all of the people talking about Logan. So I think it's gonna be a fail, but I don't know. I'm sure he's gonna come up with an excuse on why it's gonna be delayed even more and end up just canceling the project. He's already losing tons of money, and he probably doesn't want to lose any more money on this.
Change in tone, and honestly, a lot of this is good news. It's great that victims are going to get something back. Logan seems to acknowledge his continuous lapse in judgment. He's not suing me, which is also cool. And frankly, this new response is...
Yeah, it's good that he didn't end up suing him. I think he would have lost, or it would have been like a very long trial and just a headache for both parties. So it's good that he didn't end up going through the lawsuit.
It's just way better than his last two. I think we can all acknowledge that, while also acknowledging that it's not really a perfect response either. There are still major problems here. Like, for example, many of the victims just have been ignored in this response. A lot of accusations have gone unanswered, and worse, Logan still seems to be playing the victim a lot. So in this video, I'm gonna do my best to give Logan credit where credit is absolutely due, while also sharing moments where I think this apology fell flat. And let me start with a positive. For example, I think if you are an outsider who is not affected by this scam and you wanted a reason to love Logan Paul again, I think this nails it. I mean, he's giving back some of the money, he's apologizing. So if you're a card-carrying member of the Low Gang, you can rest easy here. Logan says he's sorry, he says he's making things right, and I think that's the point of this video, is to speak to his core audience, to tell them he didn't scam anyone, and for what it's worth, I think Logan succeeds here. The problem is, I don't think I or the CryptoZoo holders were who Logan was really addressing here. And this is where the response falls more flat, because he doesn't adequately address the real victims of CryptoZoo, which I think they're rightfully angry about. And I wanted to spend some time talking about that because, again, they've been the heartbeat of this whole story, and they feel very differently about this response than Logan's core audience does. They don't feel like it's enough. And I want to talk about why. Starting with the $1.3 million repayment plan, because obviously this is the strongest part of Logan's entire response, actually opening up his wallet. And I don't want to minimize that in this video. I just do want to put it in context, because $1.3 million is a lot of money. Unfortunately, the scam was much bigger than $1.3 million. So the fact is, most victims are not going to be made whole by this plan. Just in Zoo Coins alone, blockchain evidence shows $7.7 million was stolen by Logan's team, depending on.
God damn. Yeah, that's a lot of money. And I mean, he's definitely not paying everybody back. So I'm curious on who he's going to choose or how they're going to be able to get paid back. Because that's a lot of people that are going to want their money back. And obviously, he's not giving away that much money.
And this refund does nothing for those victims. It doesn't even apply to the holder of Zoo Coins at all. You get nothing if you bought this in-game currency. This
you get nothing? Well,
refund
how do you make money
only applies to current egg holders. So
so if you bought the egg,
they can cash out that NFT for the initial mint price in crypto, which matters sort of because crypto has crashed a lot. So even though people spent $2.5 million on these eggs, in order to refund all these holders at mint price, it now only costs $1.3 million in today's money, which again is nice, but doesn't do enough, because the Zoo Coins were most of this scam. I mean, that's where most of the money was spent. It wasn't just on the NFTs. It was on this in-game currency, which Logan seems to have no intention of refunding. And his response for why is pretty bad. He responds to somebody who lost $80,000 who told him, "I hope this isn't just doing what you have to do technically to not get sued." Logan replies with a screenshot of his white paper and later explains to another member of the Discord, "I believe there has been a misconception here. As outlined in the white paper, Zoo was created to support CryptoZoo and was not intended to be an investment vehicle. When you sold or bought is not my decision." And look, to be fair to him, there was a misconception that Zoo was an investment vehicle, but it's a misconception that he created. I mean, he's the one who said CryptoZoo was a fun game that earned you money, and how it earned you that money was that your NFTs earned you Zoo tokens. You know, things that were supposed to have value. That was the whole point of the game. So to suggest that these coins weren't advertised as valuable or an investment vehicle is insane, especially since Logan's own team had rules for selling based strictly on the value of said investment vehicle. Quote, rules for selling, no selling until a $200 million market cap. So I think it's fair to say if Logan's own team were buying Zoo Coins early, waiting for them to go up in value to a certain level and then selling them, that sounds like an investment vehicle, albeit a very stupid one. So this explanation definitely doesn't hold water, and Logan obviously just doesn't want to be on the hook for Zoo Coins. Instead, he just kind of wants to refund the much smaller part of the NFTs. What makes this even worse is that this refund doesn't even apply to everyone who bought these NFTs, because some of these people sold their NFTs at a deep loss, thinking that CryptoZoo was over, that it was abandoned.
Yeah, that's what I figured. I was like, I think a lot of people probably sold their eggs and their tokens because at a loss, obviously. thinking that this project was either abandoned or it just, was just going to be a rug pull like most projects are. And I do think that Logan doesn't actually feel remorse or feel bad or think that it's any of his fault to promote a scam like this. He's probably upset that he hired a bunch of people that just scammed him and the investors, and he's the one making do. But this is what he has to do to just keep the heat off his back and be in a more positive light than what he has been lately by doing the repayment plan.
And there's actually a way you could have tracked this whole thing, or Logan could have, and, found a way to repay all the people who lost money on eggs. But instead, this refund only applies to current holders, meaning nobody who sold during the year and a half this project was abandoned gets anything back, which is a large percentage of the actual victims. And this is pretty bad. This was brought to Logan's attention by one of the people in the Discord. Joao says, quote, "Logan Paul, what will happen to the people who sold everything at a loss when the project appeared to be, quote, abandoned? Will everyone who minted be able to get that refund, or just the current owners?" Now, in reply to this, someone in the Discord said, "If you sell, you lose common investing knowledge." And Logan replies, seeming to agree with this idea, which is just kind of a terrible perspective for Logan to have when he seems to be saying that he wants to refund these people. And he's the reason a lot of these people left. And this is where Logan's new apology starts to ring more hollow. It's in all of the follow-ups after the response video, because I don't know if he can help himself from betraying how he really feels about this, because in another Discord exchange, Logan says, "Please do not put any more money into CryptoZoo," which, by the way, is quite reasonable to say. But then somebody follows up and says, "Guys, can someone explain what he said with not investing?" But rather than replying, "Oh, guys, I just meant like I don't want anyone else losing money," or, "I don't want anyone else recklessly gambling," Logan replies instead, quote, "I will no longer be the scapegoat for anyone's financial decisions," which is a wild response for someone who's claiming to refund people, because it implies that he thinks he's the victim here. And this is just insane to say as the face of this project, which got everyone involved, because I think it betrays how he feels about this situation. He doesn't seem to see anything wrong with advertising a game that will make you money, it never delivering, millions of dollars being stolen by criminals he hired. And then when all of those people want their money back, he feels like he's the scapegoat. Like, oh, these guys shouldn't have believed me when I advertised to them a fun game that will make you money. It just doesn't make any sense. I mean, Logan had a simple job to do. All he had to do was just come out, apologize, get as much money back for the victims as possible. But he himself can't help but play the victim here.
So if you guys want to watch the full video, I linked it down below. But that pretty much sums up everything. He is right now on panic mode. He doesn't know what to do. I think at the end of the day, he's genuinely still upset. He probably still feels he did nothing wrong and trying to get people to just stop talking about it. I don't think he's going to respond to this. I think this is probably going to be the last we hear from this situation. Until he either delivers this CryptoZoo or people start getting the refund, or if he does it. I mean, if he doesn't end up giving any of the money back, people start exposing him for that, then, we'll probably hear another story about that. But I doubt it. He's definitely right now like on damage control. He's not trying to get any more heat. What do you guys think? Do you guys think he's going to deliver? You think he's going to come out with CryptoZoo? You think he's going to give back all the money? Let me know down below. This has been the last portion of the Logan Paul saga. Hopefully, I think so. It'll be smart if he doesn't respond. But we'll see. Anyways, let me know down below what do you guys think of the situation, and I'll see you guys again on another very exciting, very awesome video. Peace out.